Hey everybody, welcome back to Survival Heights Season 2, my amplified hardcore single player survival series. So you're looking at me right now because I'm going to share you all some progress that I've made on the village since the previous episode. So if you guys haven't seen the previous episode yet, make sure to check that out. We started the village in that episode and it's coming along quite a bit. So before I turn around, a lot of progress. Don't be surprised. Actually, you can be surprised if you want to, but compared to the previous episode, I think I've dotted 4 or 5 more houses in here, I believe. That one's new. That one's new. That one I believe is new. I believe the one next to it is new. Each of them are a little bit different as well, and I don't know how the pathways for this are going to work out, but let's go ahead, jump on down, and explore these, and I'll show you all exactly what sort of designs I've gone with. So I think I like this first one the most. This one's a little bit different. It's a pretty similar basic house design. It's a little bit taller on this side, but it has this little space jutting out on the side here. We don't have a door right here, but I like how the space juts out on the side here. I don't know what to put here. We might make this like a little balcony or put some farmland here, or like a garden basically, or something like that. But I thought it'd be cool to add something a little bit different. I used some slabs for the sides here in terms of the roof style, and I think I quite like it. It meshes well with how the roof has gone for this house right here. Now here on the side and towards the back, we have a bunch of different house designs. I don't know if I showed this one or not. This one's a pretty basic one. This one's another pretty basic one. This one is a little bit different though. It's a little bit bigger and has several tiers. There's one tier here, almost like a little tower right here. There's a middle tier here and then the entrance tier here and a small little like lookout window. I didn't put windows on this side. I put some up there because this is actually on the side of a hill, and I thought, why would I put windows if it's, you know, jutted up to the side of a hill? So I just removed the windows there, and I think it looks quite good. If we look into here, this is a pretty similar house, and I never actually finished the roof there. Okay, we're gonna have to finish the roof at some point. I actually do have materials on me right now, so I could probably finish this ASAP. Let me actually finish this right now. Yeah, that was easy. Gotta make sure that there are no mobs and stuff that can spawn on here. Maybe I'll just put a torch right here, but yeah, we have this house, and then we have this house over here as well, which similar idea to the first house I showed you all. There's a little area over here. This one's more enclosed, but there's a little area in here, if we can actually fill this in, that sort of juts out and has like a little window on the side, and it's a little bit different. This one's part of the house, but these little modifications, as you guys said in the comment section last episode, which by the way, thank you for all the comments and all the kind words about this village in the previous episode, but like you all said, they're all very similar, but they have enough differences to the point where they all make this village a little bit unique. So we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep building some houses along the way and continue to fill up this village as much as possible because, like I mentioned in the previous episode, I want this entire area over here to just be filled to the brim with houses, and I think that these little variations are really going to help things feel a little bit more special and make the houses feel a little different, which is always a good thing to have. The other thing as well that I should probably mention, we are currently past day 400 now in this world. So we're quickly approaching 500 episodes. I'm thinking I'm going to do a world tour for 500 episodes. Every 500 was sort of my goal because you make a lot of progress within 500 Minecraft days. Even if you sleep through every single night like I do, you make quite a bit of progress. So there may be a world tour. It's not going to be like an official episode, but there will probably be a world tour of this in the not too distant future, probably in the next 2 weeks or so, depending upon how fast we get to that 500 day mark. Anyways, I want to work on today's episode over here. So if you can see right over here, we have this villager breeder that I worked on in a previous episode. We've got some villagers here, we've got some extra villagers there, but the one thing we don't have over here is we don't have ourselves a villager trading hall. So if I go down here, you'll see this is where I want to put the villager trading hall. But nothing's happened, right? There's no terraforming that's been done, which is really what needs to be done. Nothing has really happened over here, and I think now is the time to get these villagers down here. So I'm probably going to start on this side, work my way to the middle, and then work to the other side. But I want to make ourselves some pretty custom hanging dripstone things. I don't really know what to really call them, but we might connect it up with the water down there. Actually, we might actually connect it up to that right there. More than likely, I just want to have a place here, a pretty thick place at least, where we can put in some villagers, maybe even have enough space for some zombie villagers to help with the zombie purification or zombie villager purification thing, where you can, you know, turn villagers into zombie villagers and get the best trades for that. So anyways, folks, I'm going to get started, I think, working on doing a little bit of the terraforming terraforming around here and see if I can make this a little bit wider, see if I can work on that over there, and hopefully get a pretty cool looking trading hall started. So anyways, folks, let's get started into today's episode. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, some progress has been made, as you can see, and I've done a lot of this stuff sort of off camera. Don't mind that, by the way. That was for me to take screenshots of things. That's why I put glass there. But you'll see a lot of the pillars right here, the stone pillars. You'll also see a little design I did over here as well. And yeah, let's go ahead and go over this. So the pillars themselves are really just rectangular blocks of stone. I even filled them all the way through. The reasoning for that is because I didn't know how deep I wanted all of these stalls to go. So if you remember, the basic idea for the stalls, the villager stalls, is going to be a bunch in here, a bunch on the other side there, a bunch on the other side here, and then a bunch on this side here as well. So we definitely have a lot of terraforming left to do for this, but I at least wanted to get the basic structure in. That way we had at least something here to work with. So let me fly over here real quick. It's going to take a little bit because probably should have just ender pearled over here, but this is the idea that I had for the villager trading area. So what's going to happen here, the villagers have a little pod standing right there. We're going to put their little workstation right here with probably some sort of trapdoor on top of it to keep baby zombies from actually being able to get in there and turn the villagers into zombified villagers, zombie villagers, whatever you might call it. But if we look around here, you'll be able to see the little design that we went with for where we're actually going to be able to land and whatnot. So we have these little wood structures right here. I did a little bit of support on the bottom there as well. I don't know what I think about that, but I do really like the lanterns here. And I was debating between a chain and a fence. We decided to go with the fence, and I think it's probably the right move there. We also have a combination of brick and granite here to sort of mix things up a little bit, and well, I think it's what really worked out pretty well. I don't really know how far down we want to go with this. Oh, and I did texture the sides here with andesite gravel and kept the stone there and whatnot. I totally forgot to mention that as well. But so I don't know how far down we want to go with this. As you can see, the stairs above here are going to be where the signs are for the villagers. So I don't know exactly where I want each kind of villager, but I'm probably going to go ahead and keep working on this, move this all the way down to the bottom, and then, and by move I mean get at least this side done with these ledges all the way down towards the bottom. And then once we've done that, I'll probably get some villagers from up there and start breaking them down here. Over here is probably where the librarians are going to go, just because I think it's probably the easiest since those are the villagers we have right now, but we'll see. Anyways, folks, I'm gonna get back to work, see how much more progress we can make, and I'll bring you guys back for progress update in just a moment. So if we head back over here, you can see I've extended it pretty much all the way down. I really just stuck to this flat surface over here. We might eventually extend the server to that side over there, but I didn't really think it was worth it right now. Honestly, because a lot of these stalls aren't even gonna get filled for a little bit. So I have, however, since doing that, if we go this way, set up a whole bunch of rails and stuff over here. Does this actually work? Did I mess something up? I messed something up. Okay, we need to put a glass block there. That will actually help a little bit. I forget the way that the rails work sometimes. Yeah, we need like a little straight piece there so we can connect up the corners and stuff. Okay, well, it is time then, folks. It is time to grab some villagers. You can see I've set this up to this little rail track over here. We need to grab some villagers from over here in these pods. Probably, actually, I think I went around. I don't know if I showed you guys this or not. I actually went around and made some of these signs and whatnot so we can tell which villager is which. So we're probably going to start with the infinity one just in case something goes wrong, because I don't want to waste my mending one on that. So let me go ahead, guys. Let's go ahead and get started with this. Grab some rails, and then we can, I guess, get going and get these villagers down there. So something that's actually really helping us right now is to go ahead and I went ahead and added some powered rails right here. Something that's really helping us right now is that these villagers are still in the minecarts, and they can actually refresh their trades while still being in these. So we might leave these guys in the minecarts for now. We might remove the minecarts later. I don't really know yet, but let's try doing not that. Let's try wrapping this guy around. So we're gonna want powered rail. Actually, we don't want a powered rail. I can just push this guy up a singular rail. So let's do this. Let's put on a powered rail there. And theoretically, if I do this, we should be able to just push the guy into the stall down there. So let's grab, I got some trapdoors on me as well. Let's grab this. Let's push you onto here. Let's see if this works. Roundabout you go. Let's actually place a block over this so that nothing I guess, gets down in there. Let's place actually 2 blocks and stuff around this. Let's do that. Let's head back down here. It should go all the way down to the far end slot. So let's see if that actually happens. I think it happened. Perfect. All right, let's do that. Let's place down the lectern. Probably gonna place a trapdoor like that, maybe. Trying to decide how I'm gonna do that. Might actually flip that. What happens if I flip this stair? Do something like that. That's a little bit better, actually. We might actually want to. We might want to do it that way, just because, or just leave that flat, just because it'll make this a lot easier. Cool. Well, this guy should be able to trade now. We'll leave him in the minecart for now, and we'll see how that works. So let me go ahead, guys, and do this for a few more villagers, and we'll see what happens. All right, so I have made some progress, actually, since the last clip. I've got another villager over here. I've got all these villagers in here, as you can already see. I moved all the guys down here, except for the farmer villager that we have up above. But I got a new librarian down here who has Impaling 5. Hasn't been turned into a zombie villager yet, but at least want to lock in that trade. I don't really know how we're going to do the zombie villager stuff down here quite yet. So if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. I was thinking about having like a zombie roam around in the back. I think I saw something like that in a villager trading hall design at some point, but we'll have to consider that a little bit later. And this one, I got an efficiency 4 little trade here as well. So as I get more villagers, I'll probably turn on the villager breeder as well. I want to fill at least these 2 rows on top of here. So this top row up here, as well as this row right here, all with librarians. So we'll have to turn on the villager breeder back for that again as well. But yeah, the trading hall is coming along nice and dandy. Like I said, don't really know what I'm gonna do with the zombie yet, and the curing stuff and whatnot. But you can see over here, I went ahead, if we can move this way, got this little thing right here, this little rail track. I've kept the farmer in here. We've kept the zombie that I saved in there. So we do have those guys for a different time, but I'll have to organize all my villager trading hall stuff at some point. Anyways, I was just scrolling around. I was just looking around the world, and I remembered something that I forgot to tell you guys about for a while now that I've known about. So there's some pretty crazy things that we can do around here. It's a little off topic from the whole villager trading hall thing, but there's a few crazy things that we can do around here. So as you guys know, this is our spawn area, right? We have our farming village over there, which, by the way, I made a little greenhouse over there. It was a little redemption that Fallout had on stream. So there's a little like greenhouse area over here with some bees in it, which is pretty dang cool. A few flowers, and there's some bees. I don't know if this campfire keeps them from coming out, but we'll have to figure that out. So I have this little greenhouse area over here. I don't think I've added any more houses since the last time, but I've done some exploring around the area, and there's some pretty crazy things around here. So let's see. So we have our spawn is over there. We got this nice little, village, a pretty nice little area where we can build a village, a nice little valley, and we have this whole forest biome, which I really, really like. But if we go, which way is this? East. So if we go east from spawn and we go past this mountain biome, actually we want to go over here first off. I didn't know this, but I was exploring the other day, and apparently we have an ocean monument that's literally right here. So I've never actually made a guardian farm before. I've drained ocean monuments before, but I've never actually made a guardian farm. Our villager breeder is literally right over there. Spawn is literally right there. So we can definitely do something with this pretty easily. But that's not all. So if we keep heading this way, keep heading east, there's a ruined portal down there, which is pretty cool. Is that a whole bunch of gold? There's a whole bunch of gold down there. Anyways, if we keep going this way, and we go over this way, something that I don't think I've shown off before on camera, but I found before, we have a witch hut right here. So we can make a witch farm right here if we really want to, do a nice little perimeter for that, which would be pretty dang cool. And not only that, but if I head back this way, and I actually might have shown this one before, we have a desert village right over here as well. So I've actually come over here, taking a lot of the hay bales. I think I took the bell from this and whatnot, but we have a lot of really cool things literally within 600 blocks of 0-0. A lot of really, really cool things. And I'm sure if I kept going around here somewhere, we'd probably find something else pretty dang cool. Like, I haven't explored pretty much any of this area over here. The furthest I've gone is that village that I just showed you guys. I haven't really explored anything outside of that. Some of the oceans and whatnot, but that's about it. So I'm sure the more we explore, the more cool stuff we're gonna find. And I'm just excited because this seed has a lot of really cool stuff in store, and I wanted to show you guys that because I don't think I'd ever shown you that before. So I've been trying to debate what first big project we want to work on outside of the farming village, and so I'm debating between a guardian farm, so this guardian temple, a witch farm, or working on a mine shaft again, which I have a great idea for that as well. So if you guys have any preferences out of those three, feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys would like to see first in terms of like a big mega project outside of the villager over here, and the various little projects that we'll have going on as we progress throughout this world. But I think, folks, we're going to wrap things up there for today. I'm going to continue to work on the villagers trading hall, get more villagers bred up, and start working on terraforming some of the other sides so we can start to get a nice looking structure going on there for placing other villagers in as well. And we're already at day 476, so we're quickly approaching day 500. We already have actually over 100 hours. If I check my statistics, we're at over 4.31 days, which it checks is about 103 hours already, which is pretty dang crazy given I just started this world, what, 2 months ago at the time of this recording? So I'm really happy with all the progress we've made so far, and there's so much more left to go. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, feel free to leave a like. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.